Hello everyone, hopefully we are set up and live. Yeah, hopefully updating stuff hasn't ruined anything. But yeah, hello, welcome back to Ghost Simulator. Today we'll be doing something pretty similar to a lot of the other streams I've done so far on this Halloween event, where we go ahead and complete another one of the quests that has been added to the Halloween event. Alright, whatever. That'll be a little bit better. Hello, Apits. Hello, Deadbolt. So yeah, so the biggest thing that I will be doing this stream will be going ahead and completing the new bow quest that was added in the last update. This bow is actually kind of a weird bow, since it's kind of dressed weird. It's sort of meant to be a Alice in Wonderland reference. Similar to a lot of the what's going on in second arc, I think. But also, it definitely looks like a made bow. Hello, Chris. Hello, New Random. Welcome. But yeah, I still have a lot of stuff to do in this Halloween event. I pretty much haven't played this at all off streams, so I'm kind of getting quite a bit behind on keeping up to date on the Green Knight's quests, getting stuff from these chests, and also some of the shop stuff. But we won't be needing to worry about any of that this stream. I think we'll just do a little bit less. I have heard that Bow's quests are going to be taking a little bit longer than stuff like Victoria's, but it is also only like 11 quests compared to no, not Alice's. Victoria's 21, so it's about half as short, even though it does take like twice as long for each quest. It should still be about an hour of time to spend. Yeah, it's definitely a weird looking bow. I think the pet you get... Guys, this isn't Bow, this is Joker. I think. Or maybe, no, maybe it is just Bow and that's part of the costume. I don't know, I see black and white here, and I'm reminded of how Joker looks. Let me pull up a picture really quick. But yeah, this definitely, is a weird quest line to be sure. Let me go check. Wiki, don't fail me now. Okay. Okay, whatever. Joker. Yeah, actually, no, that is the exact, that is exactly how Joker's looks. Alright. Let's move this over to screen. Turn off that. I need to show you guys this. Yeah, this is Joker's outfit. Oh, thank you. I love ads. Anyways, yeah, this is Joker's outfit from second arc, which is kind of a remake of Bow, but as you can see, it definitely has that white, black pants. So I'm 95% sure that this is not Bow, but this is actually Joker. So, yeah. That is definitely something interesting. It's a second arc remnant of Bow. Nice. Getting double drops is definitely helpful. And boss drops is also pretty cool too. But yeah. Let's go ahead and start this quest though. Creeping through night. Yeah, it says it's Wonderbow, but I'm 95% sure this is Joker in disguise. It's either that or it's part of the Alice costume. I don't really know. Seems like a fairly ordinary night, and you're here, still wearing that newspaper on your head, and still drenched with glitter. Who smells? You. Yeah, I don't really know. It definitely looks like a weird quest dialogue too, but generally these event quests are kind of weird anyways. Wonderbow. Meeting to attend. edible glue. Alright. Yeah, let's get through this dialogue. It seems like it is quite a bit of dialogue. But looks like the quest will be yeah, I need to hop over into a private server, don't I? We'll do that if it ever gets... yeah, let's hop into a private server really quick. Since it is going to take a lot of ghosts, and I've heard a lot of, especially rare ghosts that other people will also be grabbing, since a lot of people are doing this quest line. Maybe not right now, but in general, if in a public server, there might be someone doing it. I think we'll go ahead and switch over to a public server, so I don't have to deal with people taking the ghosts as me. Or I also need to do this, don't I? But yeah. Is my friend list full? I don't think so, but it might be. One of the things is I don't actually, friend people usually from streams. So yeah. Alright. Let's do that. Oh, whatever. Alright, just setting up a few things really quick. I kind of had my private server configured weird. Yeah, finishing both questline, I've heard that it isn't very hard and it doesn't give like a really good reward. But it is definitely one of the things I need to do for the completion of a quest. Or of this event, I guess. I still don't understand why Bo hates the Chunks pet. My guess would be that was said as a joke, but I don't really know. I don't really read event dialogue ever, is the funny thing, so I'm generally out of touch on what event questlines say. Like, even this newest event, all I really know from, like, Victoria's questline is that she's being taken over by hollows. I stopped reading about halfway through the questline, so I have no idea what the continuation of that lore was whatsoever. Same thing with Green Knight. I kind of stopped reading after the first, like, 2 or 3 quests, so I don't really know any, like, actual leaks that he has said for who he is or anything like that. Alright, let's change that back over. Thank you, Chris. Alright. There we go. Now that we're into a private server, though, we should be able to go ahead and clean up Ghost a little bit quicker. Today is Monday, correct? Yeah, isn't there a double candies event going on right now, or was that... No, that is still going on, correct? Yeah, update was last week, so there should still be a double candies drop going on, I think. Unless they never had one. I think they said they were going to, though. There is one active right now. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It only appears when you are in the Halloween world, it appears. Also, our frame rate is great right now. Whatever. Ghost Sim is generally laggy. It's not too big of a deal. So yeah, we'll be going ahead and using some glitchy loot gum, I think, during all this. Because we do need quite a bit more candies for everything from the candy shop. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just remembering now that I have some things I might have wrong. Okay, my PC is not having a great day right now. I don't know. My PC is deciding to do a lot of laggy stuff right now. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with this quest, I guess. Equip some glitchy loot gum and just start munching through some ghosts. But yeah, this is like one of the things I love about events is how they actually allow you to use 5 streams at once pretty easily, which just kind of makes the rebirth perk of getting 2 additional streams actually super useful. Like, you'd think having 2 additional streams would be kind of meh, especially considering you can just go ahead and do Finsley and get 2 anyways. But like having multiple streams is just super helpful. Was that Emerald from? Oh, Emerald, yeah, Emeralds were from the Metaverse event. Oh wait, we don't need any ghosts from over here, I see. So yeah, they were a while ago. I kind of converted all of mine, but I still have 20 left. But yeah, I had like 300,000 that I spent during that event, so they're pretty easy to get if you played the event. Is my computer crashing, or are we not? I don't even know. I definitely have something set up weird, I think. Let's go see if this is the culprit. Because maybe. Okay, webcam's about to do some weird stuff. So, yeah. No. Alright, what did that do to what my webcam? Oh, never mind, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I lowered the quality on my webcam a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit cleaner of a stream. Might be a little bit too much. Yeah, that's better. Alright. Is Billy's perk good? Not really. Even during events, it's still kind of meh. Mainly just due to, like, you don't really need a vacuum too much quicker. It doesn't speed it enough to actually matter too much. Like, I have Billy's perk right now, but you wouldn't even notice it, compared to normal. Like, really yeah, Billy's perk is kind of just useless. Even if you have a slow vacuum rate, I think it caps down at like 2 times speed or something like that, where really, I mean, it's easy enough just to upgrade your vacuum or something like that to offset it. Billy's perk is this. I can't even find it. Okay, this one, particle accelerator. Basically, as the longer you vacuum or disrupt a single ghost, the rate at which you do it increases a bit. But it's not really even noticeable. Yeah, it's not super useful. Especially if you already have good pets, it's useless. If you have good pets, it's useless. Even if you have bad pets, it's still pretty much useless. Hello, Ice Chair. But yeah, one of the things I've heard about this questline is that it has more rare ghosts than it has normal ghosts, which is just kind of an annoying thing to have in any quest, just because it ends up taking you a lot longer to do one quest, and you already finished with the other one like half the time ago. Generally, quests are structured the other way, but like some quests like Shelly's I know has that same issue, and people end up always hating it. You're always the pal for your job. My friendship isn't where we are. Let's see if you have anything. Fish, no playing cards, no. Nace is missing. 250 candy, perfect. Of course, that isn't the candy you gave me. It's other candy, special candy. Use it well. Alright, now we need to vacuum some more ghosts. But yeah, I think this is pretty much all this quest is vacuuming these ghosts. I think there's like 1 or 2 quests that have you go grab other ghosts, but I think for the most part, this should be a pretty easy quest to go do. But yeah. Yeah, both of them are useless, guys, so try to avoid those if you at all can. Yeah, the only reason I have the perk is just because I decided to go ahead and get the quest for some reason. Mainly because events were coming up and I decided to grab, like, every perk. But yeah. Yes. A lot of people have definitely reported that bug. I don't think it really matters too much since it isn't too hard to go find the ghosts that you actually need, since they are right there anyways. But it is definitely one of the weird things to have a quest that has the wrong requirements. Generally, a lot of those do get caught in testing, but sometimes mistakes fall through, and generally when it's stuff that doesn't actually affect the game and is more of just visual, it won't get fixed later, especially in events where it will eventually go away anyways, so it isn't like absolutely needed to get fixed, and it'll be a mistake for all time. But yeah, there's definitely some balancing problems with these quests, I would say, but you know, it's still a quest. And we've already gotten 5,000 candies from these ghosts, is the funny thing. Just goes to show how overpowered drops are. Like, 4 minutes of, like, grinding a single area ghosts pretty inefficiently has already netted me 5,000 candy. Have I met a developer before? Yeah, developers in Ghost Simulator, since it is such a small community, are actually pretty active compared to like what you'd actually think. They are still a little recluse, but they are more active than you'd think. Yeah, there is actually 2 new crafting recipes. I haven't actually looked at any of the crafting recipes this event yet, so that's definitely something I'll have to do in probably a later stream or maybe a video or something. Is go ahead and see if I can figure out any of those crafting recipes myself, since I actually have 0 hints on any of them so far somehow. So that's kind of good. But yeah. Yeah, the recipes are definitely one of the things I have kind of a love-hate relationship with. On one hand, I really love the idea of having puzzles like that where you need to craft them. But the problem is, I think the developers actually put this kind of quite nicely. Either one person like just shares it and everyone copies off of them, or it's too easy that it's meaningless. And you have to like try to find the balance where it's easy enough for people to figure it out on their own and know that they can figure it out on their own, so they don't go look for the hint, but hard enough that it still challenges them, is kind of the problem with recipes. Of course, there is one way to do that, is just not to make the recipe available online, or like let people know that they should figure out the recipe themselves, but it's kind of hard to do that. But yeah, that's definitely one thing I want to do this event, is try to figure out all the crafting recipes myself, kind of see how long that can take me or stuff like that. But yeah, how long have I been playing Ghost Simulator? Yeah, these quests are really long, but I've been playing Ghost Simulator since actually prior to the first Halloween event, like a month or 2 prior to it, so September, October of 2019, about 4 to 5 months after the game was released, maybe 6. But yeah, kind of early in terms of how long the game's been out now, but still kind of late since I did miss the first 2 events of Ghost Simulator. But yeah, one of the big things during my early days of Ghost Simulator is I was actually very big into trading, and then also during the Halloween 2019 event, I was actually into grinding the event quite a bit. So much so that I actually managed to get 150 keys from it. Out of the 250 required to get a Darkwing, which I'm still a little annoyed that I wasn't able to finish off that and get the full 250 keys, but it is what it is. I ended up using the keys to unbox 6 of the 25 key crate, which actually only gave me 6 epics, or legendaries, I mean. 6 legendaries, all of which were pets, which was also really unfortunate since those godlies, or even the legendary board, are still worth an insane amount. But yeah. again, it's how it works. Sometimes you just don't win in events. But anyways, during this event, I am planning on doing all 109 quests I need to do Green Knight. I have about 75 more left, which will take me about another, I think, 15 hours of grinding to go ahead and do. But once I do all those, I should have around 1,000 keys, which should be enough for me to go ahead and get pretty much everything I want from this event, excluding the 2 mythical pets. I should be able to get both the mythical boards, and everything else from the key chests, and also from the crafting and candies should be pretty easy too. What made me start a YouTube channel? Actually, I think a lot of my inspiration for YouTube was kind of when I watched a lot of YouTube back when I was like much younger, especially like when the Minecraft boom kind of came out, where YouTube was like all Minecraft and stuff. So I ended up watching quite a bit of that in like free time and stuff. But yeah, I've always kind of liked the idea of being a YouTuber. I don't know, it always seemed like I love playing games, so I'm like, might as well just make videos on it. See if I get any views, which for the longest time I didn't get any views, and really I'm still not technically getting any decent amount of views. I did finally get the ability to monetize early this year, and actually less than a month ago I got my first paycheck-ish, first payout from YouTube for ads and stuff. But yeah, YouTube is more of currently a passion project for me than anything else, just because of how kind of small Ghost Similar is, and the fact that I'm not really good at making content, really. Oh, we're done with this quest. We'll go turn that in. But yeah, with Ghost Similar being so small, and it's kind of hard for me to make good content, I guess, on other stuff. I'm kind of just chilling in my niche right now with that. But anyways, now I need to go find Bo's party hat. I know exactly where this one is, so it shouldn't be too much of a difficulty. I believe it's right here. I saw that that was actually there during the last Halloween event, and during the first part of this Halloween event, so it's been around for quite a bit of time, so that's why I knew where it was. Perfect. Wait, no, perfect. It clashes with my dress. I'll put it in my shoes for now. While you're gone, I made something. An invisible sweater. Oh, both so weird. Actually, this is technically Joker, but, or at least I think it's Joker. I don't know if it's actually Joker, but it definitely looks like Joker based on the, white and black, I don't know, legs of Bo, but yeah. Oh, and candy's good too. 491 candy. That is an oddly specific amount of candy. Games for my party, I'm thinking about shooting some hoops. More specifically, shooting you through hoop. Maybe 2 hoops? Try it. Rate and subscribe. Wait, no, just try it and come back. You know what to do. But yeah, maybe don't just go find through the jump red and purple hoops. But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, this Halloween event, I think is one of the events that people aren't grinding as much as, like, some other events in Ghost Simulator's history. Yeah, red should be over here. There we go. Yeah, if you guys don't know, there is actually a cooldown between, find items. I know I say this, like, every stream or something. But like with find items, including rings, Bo's party hat, anything like that where you have to touch them for you to claim them, there's actually a cooldown between like when you touch that one and when you can collect another one. This is kind of just to prevent a lag from you touching one thing and then triggering like 1,000 or so script calls or something like that. But yeah, with that, because if you like touch an item and then touch another item, the second item won't register until the first cooldown wears off, which can be obnoxious if you're trying to find like 3 items in quick succession and they're really close to each other. But yeah, for the most part, it doesn't hurt too much. But it's just something that I know some people are like, oh, sometimes this doesn't register my touch, and it's just that cooldown taking place rather than some item not being able to be touched. I think the biggest part of this, the biggest problem I've seen with this is actually with Fern's quest. She has you go grab a bowl that's underneath a ring. Because it's underneath the ring, you actually have to touch the ring to get to the bowl. And since they're actually you have to be touching the ring to actually touch the bowl. You end up having to spin around on top of the bowl to actually get the quest claimed, because of that cooldown. Which is just kind of obnoxious and probably should get changed soon, but yeah. Also, this quest is actually the normal. It's still an generally not a ratio you see, but it is the normal distribution where you have slightly more of the normal ghosts needed than you have of the rare ghosts needed, which is nice to see because I was kind of getting bored of doing a lot of rare ghosts. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, what have you guys liked the most from this event? I know a lot of people end up like playing like the first like part of the event for like, oh, I'm going to play like every day for this event and get everything, and then they end up like slowing down on the event and ending up getting like only half of what they want to do. I know during a lot of the events I've actually done that. Generally, I'm pretty good though on deciding to make a last-ditch effort and get everything over the finish line near the end of the event, but it is definitely one of the things I do procrastinate a lot on in Ghost Simulator, is completing these events as much as I want to. I think a good example of that is right now is my Green Knights quest. I'm currently only, I'm less than halfway through the Green Knights quest, and the event is already over, almost halfway over. And I've managed to play like 0 bit of any of the candy, double candy events that have happened. So yeah, it's kind of bad. Oh, you got the first mythical board, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree that the first mythicals are definitely the more desirable mythicals in this. They just definitely look cooler and are a little bit more special, I think, than these ones. Especially since Wisp, in my opinion, looks a little too fat. Not really like fat, but it looks a little too bulby to really look cool, I think. It's not like fat, but I don't know. I don't know the right word for that. It's not quite, maybe it's chunky, but I don't know. It's a little too rounded, I guess, would probably be the best way of framing that. But yeah, I will still be getting both the mythical boards. I definitely don't plan on getting any of the pets. Maybe I'll end up getting just both the first 2 pets and boards, or maybe a Wisp set, but I don't really know. I definitely think during this event, rather, unlike a lot of the other events, that both the mythical pet and mythical board will share a lot of the same value. Just due to the perception of people having changed from being a completely pet-centered to being more of a, oh wait, boards are actually worth a bit more, so we'll go for them instead. It's not a sort of mentality. You should use vac gums if you don't use loot gums. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on using loot gums during most of my grinding session today, since there is a double candy event going on right now, and I do have double items anyways, so I'm getting 16 times the candy from each of these ghosts. But yeah, I still probably need some more candy during some of my towers, but should be still pretty good. How many bow pets do you even have? I have all of them right now. Maybe not on this account, but definitely on my alt I have the rest that I'm missing. But yeah, bunny bow, deer bow, mushy bow. This one doesn't count. And yeah, I think that's all I have on this account, but I do have all the rest on my alt. Since I like to have pet storage on my main account, and my alt account has like 500 or 600 storage, so it can hold a lot of stuff anyways. But yeah, I have gotten every single bow from every single event so far, and I haven't deleted them. Which I can't say about some Halloween 2019 items. Yes, yeah, there is actually a difference between Tower Ghosts and normal Ghosts. Tower Ghosts do actually respond normally to not normally, but they respond at like backdoor Ghosts to overcharge, so you can actually completely kill them with overcharge. I am aware of that feature, I guess is the right word. There we go. I'm aware of that feature in Towers, and I actually use it quite prominently. But yeah, it is definitely a nice feature to be able to do. I think I covered that in my video on this event, although that video was kind of a horrible and rushed job, so I know a lot of people that watch good content didn't actually watch that video, but yeah, it is definitely something that you can do to help go through towers faster as you use overcharge. Having additional streams helps. Having heavy armor definitely helps too, I think. I think otherwise ghosts do end up throwing you around. But yeah, there's a lot of perks that from the event or from the normal game that do help during towers. It's like, oh, maybe. Let me just see something. Control Alt Delete. I'm checking my task manager right now to see if I have any like memory leak from like Minecraft or something. Because right now we are running a lot slower than I usually do. No, it looks like it is mainly Roblox using my memory. Roblox, Google Chrome. Yeah, then OBS Studios. Maybe this thing's being stupid too, but yeah. That doesn't quite... Oh, that's why. I found my issue. I had my graphics quality up for some reason. Yeah, we'll turn that down and we should gain back to pretty normal FPS values. That'll definitely help the stream out quite a bit. But yeah, there we go. I think now we're about halfway through his Bo's quests. Yeah, we're about halfway through his quest. Still need a few more ghosts, but should be doing pretty good. I was not there in the Dino event, but during the Dino event, Bo did not give you a mini Bo pet. All he gave you for his final quest was the Bo's friendship. So I didn't miss anything out from not being in the Bo's event. Oh, and I see someone ask what was my favorite Ghost Simulator event. My favorite has to have been their first Halloween event. It was the first event they had with a Mega Boss. It was a really hard event, which a lot of people still played during that time too, so it was kind of fine. But yeah, it was a really good I think event. It was definitely longer and required a lot more grinding than these current events. But I think despite that, people still liked it more than these current events. One of the things I really find funny is that people are currently complaining about, or maybe not currently, but people are complaining about how long, what are you doing, Roblox? Complaining about how long this event is, when it's like 3 or 4 times shorter than, like, a lot of the older events that we've had. Like, even compared to, like, the last tower, I think, or, like, 2 towers ago or something like that, like, the last Halloween tower, it's, like, 2 times quicker than that already, which is kind of funny, that it has gone shorter and people do still complain about how long it is, but it is kind of just how it works. People don't really want to play as much, always in games. Even if they do like the game, they don't really want to play as much, but yeah. What is my favorite mini boss / mega boss? My favorite boss in the game has to be Headless Hollows. I really love how the when it first came out, it was like one of the first mega bosses. It had very unique attacks. Was actually interesting to fight because you actually had to pay attention to corruption and stuff like that. On current bosses, you kind of just do whatever and you'll eventually get past the boss. At least if you have like, if you have a good knowledge of the game, you don't need to like really do anything. Because at this point, I'm kind of just autopiloting most bosses. Like I don't even really need to think about it. But like during the Headless Hollows, you actually had to think about the boss. Boss did quite a bit of damage, and you actually had to learn the attacks because like there wasn't really any way to figure them out. But yeah. My favorite pet, This is the one I mean, I think my favorite pet in terms of designs is definitely purple. Just this normal purple. Just because I really like simple stuff and the color purple. So having both a simple pet and it named purple and it be purple is just a really cool in my opinion. But yeah, in terms of like other than purple stuff, because I feel like y'all probably get tired of hearing purple a lot. I think I'd actually go with I don't know if I have it on me, but yeah, I don't know actually. Other than purple, I'd actually have to give that on a little bit of thought. There's over like 600 or 700 pets at this point in the game, so there's a lot of stuff to choose from. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know in like the pets I have like which ones are my favorite. It doesn't help that like half my inventory is on my alt, so if I wanted to view like the most amount of pets, I'd actually have to switch over there to see what I have. But yeah. Oh, double range, guys. The thing about this is the quality of life game passes in Ghost Simulator. More agility, double range, quick unbox are so good. Like they are like things that people actually think are good, but like just their subtle improvements are just so much value. I think that they're like my second and third recommended things is for those quality of life stuff. I think first is definitely double items, but the quality of life improvements of double range, more agility, and quick unbox are just so massive that I think people have them underrated. But yeah, they are for sure though better than stuff like double luck. I think double luck is definitely the flagship of simulator. Flagship's not quite the right word, but you guys get the idea, I think. Flagship of like simulator game passes, where like every simulator has to have a double luck thing, and it's supposed to be good. I think in Ghost Simulator it's actually kind of it's not actually as good as you'd think. Just because there isn't really anything you get from crates that is actually useful, like until like really late game. You have to be able to unbox classifieds for double luck to actually be useful. Yeah, I don't know. I only really spend Robux if you want to. It's one of those things where it is. I still don't really advocate for people to spend Robux on Ghost Simulator or really any game, money wise. Just because I personally usually don't. But if you are going to, I think more agility and double range are definitely worth it. Just since they're cheap and do loads in the background that you won't even notice. But yeah. Yeah, getting Cosmic Wings is like the best thing that double luck is useful for. I mean, it is useful for going for like Cloud Wave or Chroma Float, but most people aren't going to be going for any of those high-end classifieds. So in that case, it is generally useless in my opinion. Since most people that play Ghost Simulator aren't going to be putting like 10 hours a week into it and going for high-end classifieds or unboxing thousands of crates or stuff like that. All they're going to be going for is going to be maybe the godlies and stuff, which isn't really worth getting double luck for. But yeah. My goal for subscribers for the end of the year is to not lose any subscribers. I don't really have a subscriber goal actually, but yeah. My general trend is not actually to worry too much about subscribers. It's more about making content and having fun. And even if I have like goals for YouTube, I don't really think subscribers at this point is kind of the goals I need to look for. I need to focus more on making good content on other stuff other than Ghost Simulator if I actually cared about growing on YouTube. Would be the thing. Because right now, I'm kind of stuck in a Ghost Simulator rut, where all I do is make Ghost Simulator content, and generally not even like the best Ghost Simulator content either. Most of my viewers are always going to be returning viewers from Ghost Simulator, or random Roblox people that find Ghost Simulator or know about it, that see a video on it and are like, ooh, this looks interesting, rather than people that are actually, like, I don't know, not going to be massive swaths of people. But yeah, if I do care about growing ever, what you'll see is a lot of good content on stuff like Minecraft or other games that a lot of people play, like other Roblox games probably would be a pretty easy way to go branch out into some of the popular ones. But yeah, for now, I think Ghost Simulator is treating me well, and I don't see too much of a reason to go ahead and try to other content at the moment. But yeah. Oh, that's the thing about quitting games. Like, there comes a time where you need to go free up your free time and move on to other stuff in life. Like, at some point, I am going to end up leaving YouTube and just stop making content or something like that, and you guys won't even, like, half of you guys probably won't even remember me at that point. But eventually that will happen, and it's just kind of how you have to do it. You have to stop things eventually, but yeah. Anyways, is your noodle properly skedoodled? Okay, that's a weird saying, but, every dimension streamed through your noggin? Oh, interesting. Interesting. He says that, every single dimension is going through his brain at once. So that technically means that he's quite a bit more powerful than we think. And since I think this is Joker, not Bo here, that's definitely going to come into play later in second arc, I'm assuming. Hello, C14. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, this is, one of the things I think about this questline, is that, it is Joker, not Bo, as you guys can see there. I showed this off earlier, but that pretty much exactly matches the pattern of Joker's, model, having that white and black. Pretty much exactly. Oh, yeah, it is definitely Joker. It's definitely Joker, guys. This is not Bo, this is Joker. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. I saw the button, guys. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something we'll notice later on in lore, but it's definitely funny. That they decided to do a Joker instead of Bo here. When do you guys plan on streaming again? I'll probably have another stream later this week when I do more towers. But yeah. Yeah, it is definitely Joker. Bo. Bo is so weird. But yeah, that's what event lore does. Anyways, wait, no, we don't. Oh no, these are vampires. Okay, we're fine. I was about to say, aren't these not vampires? And we have to actually do another area, but no, these are vampires. So yeah. Also, this quest is bugged, and a lot of people have noticed it that have already done it. It does say 45 vampires and 40 vampires. It's actually 45 vampires and 40 scarecrows. But yeah. Alright, goodbye, C14. I'm 95% sure, like, every good player has caught on to the Bo not being Bo and actually being Joker. It's, like, so obvious. It's the first thing I noticed when I looked at Bo, during the stream, is that he was actually Joker. So most people should have caught on to that, I think. So it's not something super new. I think some players won't catch on to that. Just because, like, it is one of those things that people aren't really paying attention to the characters for the lore, but, I definitely think, that was intentional, but... Yeah, bonus, but is definitely, definitely a little sus. But, you know, it is our first I think this is our first appearance of Joker as a questline, or any of the mysterious second arc people. Actually, a curious place, some kind of hunting lodge for rich weirdos. Can someone tell the devs to make the text boxes bigger? I can't be contained by the... I need to find Alice. Alice, wait, I'm Alice. Never mind. Alright, let's see. I was kind of seeing if there was anything interesting in here. It doesn't look like there is. What was the most fun video for me to make? I really loved making videos on like how to get GOM, how to unbox for classified, stuff like that, where it's actually useful for you guys. I love making those videos. Obviously, like some of those videos are actually kind of horrible. I think of especially like my second one, how to get mid-tier classifieds, was a horrible video. I pushed it out like this and was just being lazy with the editing and the actual like script writing of it and stuff. I didn't actually write a script for that one, I don't think. I very rarely write scripts for videos. And when I do, they're usually horrible. But yeah, it's videos like that where they're actually like useful information rather than entertaining information is kind of my favorite videos to make personally. They do take a little bit longer to make, but I think everyone generally likes those better anyways. I don't know why I'm coming here, guys. I don't need the ghost from there. I just need the ghost from here. So we might as well just go to here when we need to let those ghosts refresh, but yeah. Yeah, I personally think the parachute is useless. Like, generally speaking, you can just go ahead and use your hoverboard and jetpack to go ahead and get to the same place. But I love the fact that they have these rebirth-proof perks. I think rebirth-proof perks are like great for the game. Devs are actually at one point considering making the second arc quest reset when you rebirth, just to like allow you to get the pets again, stuff like that, and make it a little bit more consistent. But they ended up deciding not to, which I think is a great decision, because I love having permanent quests so I don't have to do them again. It allows them to make them actually longer. I don't think they've quite ended up doing that quite yet. I think next quest they release in second arc should be about 2 to 3 or 4 hours long for even people like me. A lot longer since it is rebirth proof, but at the same time, I think I really love having rebirth proof quests. I think that'd be great to have very long quests that aren't just rebirth proof. My game is running really smoothly. Yeah, guys, it would help, like, actually, I think even if I got, like, something like a fan base or something for my, laptop where I could just get a little bit more cooling going on, and let my, computer not overheat as much, I think I could be able to, massively increase, my consistency on my frame rate on Ghost Simulator, since I think a lot of the lag I get, like right now I'm doing kind of fine, but then my computer realizes it's overheating and so will lower the resources, which is kind of fine. It makes sense. But I think if I had better cooling, I could actually get quite a bit better on frame rate and stuff, which would kind of be nice. Yeah. With Christmas coming up, that's something I can definitely ask for. Since my parents are always kind of annoyed that none of their kids ever have Christmas lists. They're always like, "What do you want for Christmas?" Because they don't know what to buy, which is generally a first world problem. But you know, we'll definitely. Okay, go away, Roblox thing. Thank you. But yeah. Anyways, I think this quest is actually going quite fast. We've been streaming for over 45 minutes. So fast I don't think is the right word. But yeah. Yeah, 40 rare ghosts is a lot of rare ghosts. Whoa. Okay, we're fine. Anyways, one of the things about Ghost Simulator, About Ghost Similar events that you kind of quite funny, or is the fact that these gum machines exist. Generally, I don't think gum machines are actually super useful, just because they only give you ghostly gum, and I feel like ghostly gum's actually harder to grind, and also worth less than a glitchy gum anyways. So I feel like there's not really any point to have those gum machines, but I guess it is what it is. Bo's Party Hat. It is right over here. Right here. It's been there since the beginning of the event, but I definitely don't blame you for missing it. Some of those fine items are really hard to find. But yeah. What's the best way to earn candy? Best way to earn candy is almost certainly just grinding these ghosts out here. But I think you get enough from tower anyways, if you are using loot gum during a tower, to go ahead and just use glitchy loot gum during towers and not worry about grinding these ghosts. But definitely if you are using these ghosts for like quests and stuff, it is worthwhile to go ahead and use glitchy loot gum for the ghosts. Especially if you are doing a quest like this where you are staying in the same area. The respawn time of ghosts is the same no matter if you're using vac gum or loot gum, which basically means the rate that you get the ghost is the same no matter if you're using vacuum or loot gum, so you might as well just use loot gum and get more items for ghost. Luna's water bottle. Yeah, there are definitely some things that are interesting about this event with it reusing old Halloween stuff. You do get a lot of those find items that aren't removed from previous events hanging around that are kind of confusing, but yeah. But yeah, I am going to plan on hopefully doing another like hour of grinding towers or something once we finish. Once we finish this quest from Bo, we'll go ahead and start grinding a few towers, because I do still need to go ahead and get 18, 25, 30, 65, 73 more quests, or 73 more towers before the event's over, which is about 15 hours worth of grinding. So that is definitely going to be something we'll do after we complete Bo. No. Towers do get affected by vacuum gum. What I'm saying is, when you're grinding ghosts in this overworld area, you're limited in your speed by the, for like quests and stuff, you're limited in your speed by the amount of ghosts that respawn, not the rate that you vacuum the ghosts. So it isn't actually useful to go ahead and use vacuum gum when you're like grinding these ghosts, just because like they'll respawn at the same rate anyway, so you still have to wait the same amount of time. So it's better off going and using something like glitchy loot gum to go ahead and get more candy drops from these ghosts. But during towers, it is definitely useful if you want to use vac gum to speed up the tower, or if you want to use glitchy loot gum to get more candy. Both of those make sense. But yeah, no, I'm just talking about normal ghost spawns and not the tower ghost spawns. And there we go, done with that quest for Bo. Yeah, definitely following quests that have level up quests in them actually doesn't actually decrease the time as much as you would think. Even though the quests do take like 2 hours to complete, upgrading your antenna still takes like 30 minutes even without them, or an hour or something. So it's only really like an extra hour to go ahead and do the quests, which gives you more ghosts that allow you to get more items without having to just grind ghosts normally. It's actually not bad to go ahead and do level up quests like that, but I personally skip them during a rebirth because they do take extra time. But it is definitely for like free-to-play players one of the things that they can do to go ahead and make getting antenna upgrades a little bit nicer. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Vacuum, 20 vampires and 60... Oh! Finally, we have a quest that doesn't require any rare ghosts. That's nice. Master Hunter. Master Hunter should have been, I think is the first rebirth that players should get, because it speeds up the rate at which you can rebirth later. So if you get Master Hunter first, you basically save an hour on every single rebirth by being able to skip Finsley, which is just like super helpful, I think. So you might as well get it now. It's not, I don't think it's too late, but it is definitely would have been better earlier, but yeah. Yeah, it's fine to grab it now. No, definitely grabbing permanent ones are one of those things that you can do. I don't think Lucky Eyes is as useful as like Ghostly Vision or Master Hunter, so you can definitely skip that one. Since you can go ahead and grind Lucky Caps if you want without it. It does take a little bit of setup, but it is something you can do. What does crafting do? Crafting gives you access to some new items. You basically can turn in some items, like for this recipe, you can turn in all 4 of those items and get this item. Yeah, it's pretty simple. When it says stuff like board or pet or normal pet or square pet, you have to go actually use a specific board or pet. It's not just any board or pet, it has to be a specific one. Which I think is the most confusing thing about recipes I've seen so far, but yeah, that's how crafting works. It's pretty simple. I don't think it's really necessary too much. It's more of a fun thing to do on the side if you want to. Yeah, it's definitely something fun on the side to do. I wouldn't say it is necessary, really. Just due to, like, the boards and pets you get from it aren't actually tradable. So it isn't like you're getting any value out of them. All you're really doing is getting some, like, game completion percent. In a sense. I don't know if it actually counts for a game completion percent, but again, this number is so broken, I wouldn't even care about it. But yeah, Ghostly Vision isn't a bad first choice. Neither is something like Divine Sets if you don't have good pets. I wouldn't recommend Divine Sets. It's definitely better to go for other stuff. But like, it's not a horrible pick. It's not like picking accelerated parts. It's not absolutely useless. But yeah, Ghostly Vision is actually probably second best first pick to do, behind Master Hunter. Maybe even better if you aren't actually planning on doing more than like 3 or 4 rebirths. You might even be better off going for Ghostly Vision instead of Master Hunter. But yeah. Pet Evo, it's worse than Tycoons, is the thing. It might be better if, like, Remnant World currency actually becomes useful. But for the time being, it's actually better for gems to go ahead and just spec into a Soul Tycoon or Ecto Token Tycoon. Again, the only thing that is going to become a problem with that is the fact that Remnant World might become the better way to grind gems. And other worlds might become useless. Or, well, less useful, and so you might be better off just specking into Tycoon, or into Ecto, or into Pet Evos right now, since, if that world comes out with that, it's the only thing that's actually going to be useful, and all the others will be useless. But yeah, that's kind of a bet that you can make now. Currently, it is definitely better to go for Tycoons, but yeah. What's the rarest pet / hoverboard I have? Definitely in terms of rarity, I think the rarest thing I have is Snowflake, which is a random limited store item that's actually level 0. So it's the only level 0 Snowflake in the game. So it is a one-of-a-kind thing, and so it's technically priceless, which also means worthless, but you guys don't need to know that. But yeah, that's definitely the rarest pet I have. If you don't consider level 0 pets worth anything, I think the next rarest thing I have, might be something like these, but I don't think it's, these. It's probably, do I even, no, I don't even have that, do I? Yeah, I don't know, other than that, pet-wise. But in terms of boards, the rarest board I have is almost definitely Chroma Float. Let's make sure we can find that really quick. Yeah, Chroma Float's definitely the rarest. It's like, I think 20 have been unboxed or something ridiculously low like that. It's quite valuable, but yeah. took me over 1,000 crate keys, and I got really lucky with it. It's definitely much rarer than any of these. But in terms of like value, I think Santa's sleigh is actually more valuable. This thing, and then rarity-wise, egg drops are actually decent too. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really too into values, so those are kind of what I think. But I'm not super. So, someone could definitely go through my inventory and probably find something rarer than those in my inventory. But yeah. Will I try to get a full team of dev classifieds? No. That's almost certainly the last time I am grinding for dev classifieds. Because I'm 95% certain that the crates that are going to be coming out in the Remnant world will have better stats than dev classifieds. So I might as well just wait for those to come out and then save gems for those instead of going for more dev classifieds. I think I got really lucky with the dev classifieds I have, and I don't think I'll ever be able to get more. Since like I used 400 keys and got these two, whereas before I've spent 800 and 500 keys without any before. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's not something I want to do again. Is grinding for those dev classifieds. Actually, yeah, I don't like Pyrus. Like, I think Pyrus is like my least favorite dev classified. It's still really good, I think, but it is definitely my least favorite. I don't really like the look of it. I think it's a little too it's not like flamboyant, but it's a little too rigid, I guess. Whereas all the other ones are nice and cool. I know someone is actually offering in the the Bloxfight Discord server. Someone's actually offering to trade a Euphoria, which I think is my favorite dev classified for any dev classified, and theirs is like max level. But again, I don't really do trading, so I've kind of just been ignoring that trade offer, even though I technically would benefit so much from it. I don't think I'm going to do it anyways. But yeah. That's definitely an option I have if I wanted to. Just go ahead and trade Pyrus. My least favorite for my favorite that's at max level would be like just net gain. But one of the funny things about this event is that I'm actually getting an insane amount of levels on my classifieds. Like before this event, I got like level 3 or 4 on the dev classifieds, but since I've got like 5 levels, which have all been harder than the first few, it's just really nice. Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm unboxing for dev classifieds, I didn't care about which dev classified I got. All I cared about was getting a dev classified, since really all that matters is the stats from them. But yeah. I am aware of which one comes from which, except for the one that I don't remember. Exoplanet, we have Exoplanet, Pyrus, Euphoria, Spiritfly, and then the one I don't remember is, I can't for the life of me remember which one that is. And I know I've seen it like 5 or 6 times, but I still do not know what its name is, what it looks like. Static Shock. Yes, the Rainwave one. That one, yes. Yeah, the second I see the name, I know what it is, but I can't remember the name. You know, I know Exoplanet, but honestly, maybe if I remembered Static Shock, it would be my favorite. I think it's Static Phase. No, is it Static Shock? I don't know. I think it might be my favorite if I actually remembered what it was, since it is kind of purple. But yeah, it isn't being remembered, so it's definitely getting a little nerf on its rating. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people do like Pyrus, and I think I find that interesting, because I personally don't like Pyrus. Same with Exoplanet. Exoplanet feels a little shop item-y to me. It looks a little too simple. I like the look of it, much better than Pyrus, but I still think it is definitely on that lower end. But definitely the other 3 definitely deserve the classified status they have. What happened to Bo? Bo is dressed as Alice from Wonderland, and it isn't actually Bo, it's actually Joker. Okay, guys, I don't know. As you can see there, it has the white and black. White and black is actually the exact same as Joker's outfit. So yeah, this is actually Joker, and he's dressed up as Alice from Alice in Wonderland. That's not Joker. That is Joker. It is absolutely Joker. Like there's no way to argue against that being Joker. Joker has his own model. Yeah. But it has the exact same Okay, this. Alright. It has like the buttons and the same thing as Joker. I think this angle's annoying. See? These buttons, like, they perfectly match up with Joker's. Alright. Yeah, okay. Like, this is Joker's, look. Three buttons, white, black, white, black. It looks the exact same. So you aren't going to be able to tell me that that isn't Joker. Like, even the face, if you take off this mask, it actually looks very similar. Other than the face. I think, yeah, no, the face is the same too. Never mind. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like Joker is. You can even see the little bit of black there, around the top. Yeah, it is Joker, not Bo, but I don't know. It's definitely one of the things that some people didn't notice, but it definitely was something that stood out to me, that it was definitely Joker instead of Bo. Yeah, so it always felt a little weird to do that, guys. Don't worry. I was trying not to point it out because I felt it was a little weird, but it is just a ghost. So we'll pretend. Yeah, I know. Joker and Bo definitely look intentional. I think the reason they went with this maid outfit, or the Alice outfit, I'm calling it maid outfit. Everyone's calling it maid outfit, I think. But I think the reason they went with it was actually to cover up, I think, to cover up the fact that it is actually, Joker, not Bo. Make it a little bit hard to figure that out. Since usually they only give, like, Bo a hat or a small outfit, this one's actually a lot bigger and a lot more, coverage. But, yeah. Now, I think the whole point of it is definitely a second arc thing where they are just kind of copying models or making models super similar. But yeah, it is definitely a little confusing. Honestly, I was talking about this earlier, that I think a lot of people will notice it, but at the same time, a lot of people won't notice that it is Bo or Joker instead of Bo. But it was like I think the first time I looked at that NPC, I'm like, wait, that's not Bo, that's Joker, because of that white and black distinctive pattern on the bottom. If you go look at like Bo, Bo doesn't have white and black. He just has, doesn't even have anything that long, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he is just like a suit. Yeah, his suit. Yeah, he just has a black suit. He doesn't have any white on the bottom of it. And he has a lot less suit on the bottom of the tail wisp thing. But yeah. It also might be I'm so behind on second arc lore that I'm still kind of learning about Joker rather than looking at like spades and stuff, or any of the new questline stuff. So I'm still actually thinking about Joker more than like most people who have moved on and more. But yeah. What's my favorite hoverboard from the hoverboard shop? Someone pointed something out to me, and I think that's made it my favorite board in this, okay, wrong one. In this hoverboard shop, and it's this this most expensive one. Someone pointed out that every single picture here represents or is a classified. So here you have Toasty, here you have Hailstorm, here you have Twister, here you have something Cloudwave, something. But yeah, every single one of these is a classified pet. So I thought that was a really cool looking thing. And I think that's why that one's my favorite. But yeah. Wait, Spades is an old version of which NPC? I don't think it's a. It's not an old version of any NPC, except maybe it could be like old version of Finsley, or not Finsley, Jesse, Blaze, maybe one of those three, maybe. But I think the only thing that we have confirmed is that he is Billy. He's not like an old version of Billy. He is actually Billy. So please don't get that confused. I know a lot of people have been annoyed by that one being confused. But yeah, no, he might be an old version of like Finsley, Jesse, or Blaze, maybe Adam too. But I think for now, I don't think it's been revealed yet. Root of Joker to commit of identity theft. Yeah, I think that is definitely an interesting thing. Yeah, Spades is Billy. They are the same person. That is like the first thing he says in his quest line, but no one reads quest line, so I can't really blame you for that. Yes, identity theft is definitely something that second arc is exploring quite a bit with stuff that's going on. Definitely with having an NPC as that's pretty much the same as another NPC is definitely making that interesting. But yeah. Where do I find Joker? Are they from an event? They actually appear similar to how Green Girl does, except instead of fully appearing, it appears a green dot on like the top of 2 trees, I think, so far that I know of. Probably some other spots, but like in main hub, on top of the tree next to the dino spot, or in the forest, there are 2 green orbs that periodically appear, and if you click them, Joker will go ahead and appear. That's how you can find Joker currently in the main game. He doesn't have any dialogue. I don't know about any lore. He's mentioned it a few times in second arc, but usually it's just in passing, not something super significant. But yeah, that's how you see Joker normally. It's actually kind of obnoxious to find him. I think there's one spot that everyone usually knows about, which is the one up on beach. I think that's the one that's most known about. There's a second one in the forest that I think less people know about just because no one's really there. And people go to the beach area to go ahead and try to farm Dino Kings. But other than that, no one's really like hanging out around like forest. There's probably one in like sewer or something that no one has seen so far. Not necessarily sewer, but like in one of the other biomes where no one goes to, there's probably another green orb that you can collect for it. But yeah, yeah. There's also a painting in the Wonder House too, I guess, where you can go see Bo or Joker. I mean. And also a lot of the Remnant, second arc Remnant NPCs, but yeah. Yeah, Bo is definitely has some class. He wears a full suit, he dresses up quite a bit for events, and gives the player a lot of candy. And jokes about taking over the world a lot, can't forget that. But yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a cool ghost / NPC in my opinion. Also, I'd be really surprised, guys. I would be insanely surprised if no one, it's like on the wiki of this newest Bo quest, that no one has, if it hasn't been pointed out there that this is actually this is actually Joker, because I feel like that's like the first thing I saw when I looked at this event. Yeah, Wonderbo, Wonderbo Page, just Bo, he can be. Yeah, okay. No, wow. The wiki does not have it listed as him being actually Joker underneath the costume. That's surprising. I'll go ahead and add that like once I finish the stream, but yeah. Also, we're taking a lot of time on this last quest. You always gave sister, right? Yeah, I believe that's their relationship. I can't remember exactly, but I do believe they are related. Imagine if Bo is in the Halloween event, but hidden and trapped. You know what the funny thing is? Bo, people were thinking that, or at least I was thinking that Green Knight could have been Bo. I still think Green Knight could be Bo. I think it's perfectly legitimate that Green Knight could also be Bo. Or it could be Bo, and then the Bo over there is Joker. I think that's a perfectly valid arc, or theory. I don't think it's the right one. I think Ace is far more likely. Leo is also likely. Anyone from the Metaverse event also is likely. But I think with that one being Joker, I think it's definitely plausible. Also, we're going through this quest super slowly, if I haven't said that. We're about halfway through now. We still have another quest to do once we finish this, which will probably be a tower quest, so that'll be nice. Change of pace, but, yeah. No, man, I am really shocked the wiki didn't have... I mean, I'm kind of responsible for that, too, so it's not like it's other people's fault, but, man, I would have thought someone would have noticed and everyone would know by now, but, I don't know. Maybe it isn't as easy to spot as I'm thinking it is. Bo trying to let Joker have some fun, but still give him the player work. Yeah, I don't think that is the case, but it definitely could be the case. But it's plausible. I don't think it's likely, but it is definitely a plausible thing that Joker decided to hide down as Green Knight and let Joker in, or Bo decided to hide as Green Knight and let Joker into the event. I think they're more of enemies, so I don't think Bo would allow Joker to do stuff. But they may not be enemies and may actually like to work together. I don't really know second arc too much yet. In the graveyard, who's the person in the cage? That's actually Coven K. I think it might be an older avatar of hers. But she used to be one of the developers for Ghost Simulator. Wow, we're lagging quite a bit because I opened Discord. Oops. But yeah, she's Coven K. She was one of the developers. It was added last year when she was still developing on the game as kind of an Easter egg thing. But yeah. Okay, I should not have opened Discord in the middle of this stream. We have lost our frame rate. We are crashing our computer. Yeah, it's bad. I'd like them to have fun, but keep an eye on them. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't doubt that that's what Bo is doing. Especially if he knew Joker would be coming into the event anyways. I wouldn't doubt that he'd hide as like a random NPC, and go ahead and just, alright, come on Discord, you can do it, I believe in you. What am I doing? I don't even need to be over here, do I? Alright, but yeah, it's... But yeah, we'll go ahead and hopefully speed through the last part of this quest, maybe paying a little bit more attention. But yeah, we've over doubled our candy supply. just by doing this quest with loot gun running. So yeah, definitely was nice to get this double candy event going on while we were grinding, so we could go ahead and get some candy. Because I actually was kind of worried about how much candy I'd have and whether or not I'd be able to get everything from this event. Yeah, the thing about my PC, I think my PC is like 5 years old, and I didn't get it new anyway, or I did get it new from like the store, but I didn't get it like, it wasn't like the latest gen laptop when I got it, so it's like probably like 6 or 7 years old, which actually isn't that bad. I think computing standards haven't actually increased too much since then, unless you're like really gaming. I think laptop wise I'd not be getting too much better right now, but it is definitely something you're missing. What is the reward for Victoria's questline? You get a board for sure and a pet. I think a board and a pet. I don't remember which one. But yeah, I think this one and I don't know. I'm guessing, guys. I don't actually know. This one and every which I think, which starts with an E. Yeah, every which I. You get this one for sure, and then a random pet. Also, there is a new code that I don't remember at the moment, so I'll go check Discord for that really quick. Because I haven't entered that code, and I should do it before it expires. Yeah, but there is a new code, Lurker. Okay. Lurker. So, you can go ahead and redeem this for, like, a legendary pet, or nope. Rare pet, so shouldn't be useful stat-wise, but in case you're missing it, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, it looks cool at least. Also, we're getting so distracted from this quest, but it is what it is. Where's my cat? I don't know where my cat is. She can do whatever she wants, but she has not joined the stream so far today. Which is definitely not normal. By the way, the last quest is basically the same as this one. Yeah, that will not be fun. Or unless you're talking about Victoria, and then yeah, her last quest is a tower, and her like halfway through, she has you do a tower too. So it's not. Victoria is definitely the easier quest line right now. I think Bow's still pretty easy in terms of overall length, but has some annoying quests to do that have a lot of rare ghosts in them. Alright, just a second. I need to go close Discord. I realize it's taking way too much resources. So we'll go ahead and quit that. Yeah, she does sleep a lot, my cat does. I think that's definitely a trend with cats. Except during the night, they seem to really love running around in the middle of the night to wake everyone up. But, you know. They are cute, so they have to give some pass. Do you need the grip to get the Lurker code? Yes. Pretty much any code that comes out and goes similar now, you have to actually be in the Bloxbyte Roblox group, but since you can join like an infinite amount of groups, it isn't too big of a problem. I think that there's like a cap at like 100 or something, but like if you're hitting the 100 cap, you have some other problems with groups, so yeah. Yeah. I think the last code that was... There are some codes that you don't have to join the group, but they're old codes that are pretty much give nothing useful anyways, so yeah. I'm from the United States. I haven't actually really left my country, so yeah. Pretty much been in the same place constantly. Alright, we need 9 more rare ghosts from here, which should be just this gum. Assuming I don't get distracted with working on random other ghosts. Actually, not. It will be more than just this gum, since ghost respawn time. Oh, cats are so obnoxious sometimes. Like, even animals in general are, but like they make up for it for being really cute. But yeah, I definitely, puking up food is just kind of a weird. I think it might have something to do with like what you're feeding them, but I don't really know since I'm not a cat expert. Oh, do I seriously need 60 more scarecrows for 11 out of 11? Bleh. Whatever. Yeah, we've spent already over an hour on this quest so far, which isn't actually too surprising with how inefficient I've been with quests, but it is still kind of one of the longer quests I've done so far in this thing. It's still shorter than Green Knight for sure, and I still think it's worth all of you guys going ahead and doing it. But I definitely understand people that get tired of this quest and why people are complaining about it. Alright, 2 more scarecrows. Alright, hopefully scarecrows have spawned now that we've grabbed a few other ghosts. Looks like they have not. Okay. Yeah, one of the things about grinding ghosts is that even if you're only grinding in one area, you're actually fine going ahead and spending like a 30 seconds or something to grab ghosts from a different area, just because there is a full minute respawn time where you have to wait for ghosts to respawn anyways, so you don't need to vacuum the ghosts immediately when they spawn. But yeah. Yeah, no, in general, pets are really cute. Anyways, it looks like we are, again, going for a whole ton of ghosts. Mainly 60 scarecrow ghosts, so, yeah, this will probably take another, like, 10 or 15 minutes. It takes a minimum of... Oh, that's insane. This quest takes a minimum of 10 minutes to complete. Even if you get perfect spawn rates, this quest will still, since you only get 12... Oh, you only get 9 ghosts every, minute. Never mind, this quest almost takes 15 minutes to do, even if you get perfect spawn RNG with a perfect 50-50 split between the ghosts. Which is just insane, time-wise. It'll probably take closer to like 30 minutes, to complete, or 20 minutes to complete, which... Yeah. The thing is, 0 out of 100 of every ghost wouldn't be very much faster, wouldn't be too much slower than this. It'd probably be like half the speed. It'd probably take double the amount of time it takes, going from like 20 to 40 minutes to complete, even though you are more than like quadrupling the amount of ghosts you need to grab. Just due to like how oh, you're actually more than like 8 times. Just because of how the respawn time works, you're able to go ahead and grab other ghosts while you're waiting for a ghost from one area to respawn. So you're pretty much only doing like 100 ghosts from one area. It is the same as doing 100 ghosts from all 4 areas. Hello? It's an interesting thing. But yeah. The entire bow quest line took me exactly 1 hour. Yeah, I'm going a little bit slower through the quest line due to, chatting, I guess, and also, yeah, mainly due to chatting, but also me using, glitchy loot gum instead of glitchy, like, vacuum gum. Glitchy vacuum gum doesn't actually save too much time, but it will save a little bit. which does make a difference, especially when you are doing it inefficiently anyways. But yeah, for the majority, it's pretty much fine to use whichever gum you want. I mean, yeah, you can use stuff like bow gum. It won't, like, hurt your speed of grinding ghosts, but might as well use something helpful and that isn't, like, super rare. But, yeah. Oh, bow gum? Okay, we have 6 more seconds. We'll use the bow gum next. Just because, I have, like, a ton of it, I think. I have, like, 20 of it, and it is actually kind of cool. Let's see, it's actually a pretty simple gum, I guess. It isn't like super good or anything like that. It's not like headless gum or pumpkin gum, which are, I think, both broken, but whatever. But yeah, it's definitely one of those gums that it's definitely a cosmetic gum, not a useful gum. But yeah, that's actually pretty much the only use for these seasonal gum machines, is getting those seasonal gum variants like bow gum, headless gum, and pumpkin gum. Are pretty much the only reason I would recommend ever using the gum machines. And I mean, you get so many of them anyways, it doesn't really make too much sense. Like, I even have 5 pumpkin gums, even though I very rarely use gum machines during the Halloween event. As you can probably see, if I go use the gum machine, or show you guys what my gum machine looks like now, you'll be able to understand why I don't really find those gums super useful. I have I have 10,000 gums from 2 years ago. Okay, I don't actually have that much gums from previous years. But yeah. Yeah. I don't use my old gums in the gum machine, so I don't think anyone really should be using gums in those. Instead, I was using bow gum. I forgot, guys. Someone remind me when this glitchy loot gum wears off to go ahead and use bow gum, because I'm not going to myself. Wait, there's a mini Soul Master bite? Yes. In the last update of Ghost and Letter 3 days ago, last Friday, they went ahead and added 2 new mythicals chests with a Wisp Master pet and a Wisp Master themed board. So yeah. Will I do anything when I get 2,000 subscribers? I don't have any ideas yet. I think that's like a year out or so at current rates. I gained subscribers at such a low rate. It really doesn't really feel like I'm meeting milestones anytime soon. But like, one of the things I was thinking is, if we get it like soon enough, I might do a stream where I go ahead and rebirth and then grind up every single quest in the game. And see how long that takes, like for like a 24-hour stream or something like that. But again, that's like such a ways out, especially with me like right now not really focusing on getting subscribers, that it's not something I've really considered too much. Yeah, that's just kind of been like one of the ideas that's been running around in the back of my head for a while, is going ahead and doing like every single quest and like seeing how long that takes or something like that. But again, a 24-hour stream, I feel like at this point, for me, isn't really feasible. Nor do I think it would have the, I don't think it would be even, like, helpful for, or interesting for any of you guys to watch anyways. I don't think I'm quite at that point where I'm interesting enough to watch for a solid period of time, like 24 hours. Nor do I think my sleep schedule would like that very much. currently as is, I get like I get an insane amount of sleep every night. I get like 10 hours like minimum every single night, which is just ridiculous. But yeah. I'd definitely watch that if I had enough time. Yeah, the problem is I think I really need to focus more on making better content than making a lot of streams and stuff. Because I think videos, you guys definitely enjoy watching videos more than watching streams. Maybe not you guys specifically, but YouTube in general is definitely a lot more interested in watching videos, good made videos, than it is in watching good made streams. But yeah, people were asking about using bow gum. This is it turns you into bow for 2 minutes is what its description says. But this is actually all it does is make you this green ghost thing, very similar to how Green Girl is. It's actually kind of a cool thing. I think personally, the holographicness of it is actually really cool. But yeah, it's a pretty simple gum. I only get like 4 to 6 hours sleep. Yeah, I get an insane amount of sleep, guys. It's I kind of feel bad anytime I mention how much sleep I get, because I know like most people do not get anywhere near the amount of sleep I do. Actually, we'll do that. But yeah. And there we go. We're halfway done with the quest now. Which is actually a pretty good speed. We've only been stuck on here for like 15 minutes so far, despite all of my distractions. So only another 15 minutes or so to complete this quest. I was planning on doing a 2-hour stream where the first hour I did bows, and the second hour I went ahead and did some tower grinding. But I think we might end up only being able to do 1 or 2 towers this stream. Just based on how much time I'm spending on bows quests. Or Joker's quests, I guess, but, you know. Already decorated for Christmas. Guys, Christmas is so far out at this point. I'm not even... I don't think it's even settled on me that it is almost winter. Even though it has snowed around my area. Up in the mountains near where I'm at. Not actually where I'm at right now, but... yeah, it's definitely getting to that time of year again. But yeah, Thanksgiving is definitely the first thing I'm more concerned about. Especially for... the Ghost Simulator event, because there's always a Ghost Simulator Thanksgiving event, and it's always super unbalanced because people end up getting like 500,000 turkey legs or something ridiculous like that, like over 1 million, or and then like end up spending it all on the event and ending up with like 5 times the amount of stuff they need. But yeah, Thanksgiving is definitely the first thing I'm more concerned about. But yeah. What's my favorite holiday? I know it's very cliche, but I really love Christmas. I always love the amount of time you get off of school for Christmas. It just feels like a 2-week break is just so nice during like high school, at least in the United States. But like even for college now, it's like a month you get off, which is just even so much better. If you guys don't know, I really love college when compared to like high school. I hated how high school worked, but college is just so great in my opinion. At least compared to like ignoring the cost. I think the cost of college is a little bit more annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. At this point, I think that's another argument than how the school actually works. But yeah, I think definitely Christmas. I don't feel like our family like really celebrates too many holidays. Like even Easter or Thanksgiving, we get together as a family because that's always nice. But I feel like we never really like celebrate like any of the super obscure holidays ever really. But yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a little biased. I don't really understand like economics and stuff like that, so obviously I don't know anything really. But I really like how like having stuff provided to you, like a lot of European nations have that. I think it's a general pretty common thing in everywhere like but US. But again, I don't know which system's better or worse. All I know is what I think, and I know I'm not educated really enough on those systems to really say, oh yeah, this is just so bad. Everything should be doing it this way in terms of like schooling systems or stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely other things. Do you have any other job besides being a YouTuber? I wouldn't even consider being a YouTuber job, and I don't have a job at the moment. Although at some point I definitely need to consider getting a job. Yeah, it's definitely one of the things I at some point need to go find is some job. Especially since I'm less than a year away from having a bachelor's degree, which is actually I'm really excited for getting a bachelor's degree. I already have an associate's, which I don't think I quite understand where that puts me on the education level, but yeah. I think definitely at some point I need to go ahead and try to find a job. Although at the moment I am kind of full-time student with like way too much time on my hands to go ahead and spend doing YouTube stuff. But yeah. Here in Switzerland, we basically only have Christmas and Easter as holidays. Yeah, here we have like a 2-day break for Thanksgiving, but I know Thanksgiving is like a super US holiday where like literally any country other than US will not celebrate. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like 4th of July, for instance. I know no other country other than US celebrates. So it's just very seasonal, cultural stuff. Definitely varies from country to country. Also know a lot of countries, I don't know, it's not like they don't like Christmas holidays, but they've kind of tried to phase it out. I don't, for some reason, or well, for a reason. But reason that's probably shouldn't be talked on this stream. But yeah. Oh yeah, founding of a country is definitely a big holiday for any country. I think that's pretty much any country, and it just varies from country to country. I think that's the biggest one. Like 4th of July, August 1st for you. I don't know when it is in Canada. Actually, I don't know if Canada actually has one, since they probably still do. But yeah. Oh, look at that! We have 9 more Scarecrow ghosts, guys. It's been another 10 minutes, and we've got another 9 left. Yeah, this quest is so long. It's annoying, but we have gotten another 100,000. We've gotten 100,000 candies since the start of this quest, or start of this stream. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, you can probably go about 150k an hour, I'd guess. Based on my inefficiencies and stuff like that, you can probably get up to 150,000 an hour if you need to, for grinding candy. And I think you only need like, I think it is like 60,000 for those. I only need like 200 or 300,000 for all the stuff from this event for candy anyways. So I should be able to pretty comfortably get the amount of candy I need from towers. But yeah. Four more scarecrows, and then we're done with Joker's quests. Alright, 2 more scarecrows. I don't think it's worth using a gum, since now all we need is 1 scarecrow. All we just need to do is wait for a scarecrow to go ahead and respawn. But yeah, one of the things I plan on doing, like, why I'm having this stream a little bit shorter than, I'm kind of capping the stream at, like, a 2-hour time, is kind of because I want to go ahead, I want to go ahead and make some brownies actually today. Partly because I really love brownies, buttermilk brownies with like a nice frosting on top, nice and soft. I don't know. I really love cake brownies, like compared to like there's two different kind of brownies. I think there's like cake brownies where they're kind of soft. They're more of like a cakey thing. But then there's also like brownies that I think are more of brownies, where they're a little bit thicker, less cakey and stuff like that. I don't know. I know they're both good, but I really love the softer type. But anyways, there we are. We're done with Wonderbow / Joker's questline. Guys, how has no one noticed that this is Joker? If you ask nicely, I'll even sign something. Pass me the Joker. It's my favorite card. Like, it's literally screaming at you the whole time that it's Joker. Oh, and the ace is still missing. Maybe you'll find it later. You've always had the nose of a hound. But yeah, Wonderbow, I'm told the eyes are so wide because they're filled with wonder. And, okay, the wonders also scream at you, Wonder has, I think, too. And now you can beat two. Take them in the little bow they are, and think of me, friend. But yeah. Why do I always wear the Santa Sleigh hoverboard? The Santa Sleigh hoverboard is one of the hoverboards that, it's actually useful. Most boards don't really have any use since they all go the same speed. But with the Santa Sleigh hoverboard, you can actually glitch into some weird spots. This is the current one that I've been kind of a fan of. You can glitch under here and get out of bounds. But yeah, that's why I have Santa Sleigh hoverboard equipped, is because you can actually use it for some stuff. But yeah, hello, 5-star. But yeah, I think definitely those hints at ace. There's been a lot of aces hinted at during Joker's questline. I think it's 95% certain that Green Knight is ace. 95% certain, 100% certain that Wonderbow is Joker. I think that just makes the most sense. But yeah, Wonderbow is 100% Joker. Like, I don't, like, there really wasn't any question about it the first time I saw it, but, like, with a hint that big at the end of the questline, I'm kind of surprised no one else has noticed, especially, like, someone coming through the dialogue. But yeah, now that we're done with Joker's questline, we can go ahead and, I think we'll go ahead and do a tower really quick, using full gum, too. Gucci loot gum. Just go ahead and do a tower really quick, see, and then, like, end off the stream once we finish this tower or something. What did I get for finishing Bow's questline? I get a new, thank you for reminding me, I get a new bow pet. This one is, Wonderbow, which we'll equip as a cosmetic. But yeah, it's pretty much a pet version of, the Joker's quest. So yeah, we'll go ahead and unequip that though, because I like to see my spit fly. It's not good stat-wise. It's definitely, you're getting better stats from the rest of the quest this event. But it is definitely one of those things where it is more for completion than it is for the actual stat usage of it. But yeah, one of the really good things about 5 streams, it allows you to go ahead and use like loot gum and stuff during these towers, because you can just vacuum so many ghosts at a time. It's pretty much the same as using vacuum gum speed-wise. Okay, not pretty much the same, but it's close enough that you aren't losing much. Did I actually get this ghost? Yes, I did. It seemed that I already fell out of bounds, but I'm just going to hope that it didn't. Bunny Bow's stats are better than Wonderbow's. Oh, that's the thing. I think stats at this point in Ghost Simulator are kind of a joke. Like, they don't matter. And I don't think devs actually are caring too much about it, nor do I think it really matters for players even too. But yeah, I think stats are definitely one of the things that players are, stat progression is one of the biggest progressions in most simulators. And the fact that we don't really have a stat progression in Ghost Simulator is kind of something that we're missing out on a bit, I think. But yeah. It is definitely lower stats than some of the older godly bows. The although most bows are this legendary, and so they will have lower stats, but yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of bows on my alt, too. That's pretty much where all my bow pets are, at least the ones I don't have in my inventory. And pretty much the only reason I have the ones in my inventory is because they aren't tradable. But yeah. Yeah, definitely having stuff on my alt is... Having stuff on an alt is always annoying, because you end up being like, oh, where is that item? Also, why in the world is this not... Such a weird... This tower is so weird. I think we missed the cycle. Yeah, we definitely missed the cycle. The next Halloween bow will probably be purple bow. Lol. No, there won't be a purple bow, guys. Alright, there we go. Now we've done a cycle. Yeah, this is going to be probably a 15-minute tower instead of my usual, or my faster, like, 10 to 12-minute tower, but we aren't going to keep track of it time-wise. I know I do have a timer for that, but it isn't really something I care about doing, especially since it's pretty much going to be the only tower I do this stream. So it doesn't really matter how fast we do it. Yeah, there are definitely some games out there, Mining Simulator, where they do give you just free pets during events and stuff that are pretty much overpowered, are like the best pets in the game. It pretty much ruins the whole point of actually playing the game. I think Ghost Simulator still does that with like event, or with codes and stuff, but you know, at least it is kind of like free stuff from codes rather than like, oh yeah, play the event for free stuff, for good pets, where you can't really like get ahead from playing events. It's more of play the events to actually play the events, which is kind of an upside and a downside. Not having useful stuff in events. I think a lot of new players are like, oh, they can use some of it, but they're like, oh, it's not really the purpose of the event for progression. Purpose of the event is more of to get cool pets from the event that are more of collectible than usable. I think a lot of games like Bubblegum Simulator, they ended up getting into this rut of being, oh yeah, every event we need to have better pet stats. And then you end up just snowballing out of control. Whereas really, I mean, there's more problems with Bubblegum Simulator than just snowballing pet stats. But the fact that it's an unboxed simulator is kind of the problem with it, but I'm not saying unboxed simulators are bad. They're definitely wildly successful. I'm just saying I think it doesn't encourage people to play the game if they're just AFK unboxing. Where's the new NPC? The new NPC is located in the Halloween biome, in the gated portion at the back. But yeah. Yeah, Ghost Simulator is all about grinding. I mean, there's definitely some pay-to-win aspect about Ghost Simulator, especially when it comes to double items and double boss drops. But it isn't like they're monetizing like every update. Like this update, like all you have is the event pass, and although it is super helpful to buy the event pass if you are grinding this event, I don't think it's like strictly necessary. And it's actually relatively cheap compared to other like simulators, how much they'll monetize stuff. But yeah, it's definitely something that does happen is games go ahead and monetize things over monetize stuff, which definitely works out since those games are much more popular than Ghost Simulator. But it is kind of annoying from a free-to-play standpoint. Is he limited in how many quests? It's part of the Halloween event. It has 11 quests, and it takes about an hour and a half to do. So yeah, it gives you one pet that's pretty much useless, the Wonder Bow pet, but it's more of a collectible anyways. But yeah. In the next year, Mining Simulator 2 will be dead. Yeah, that's the thing. Despite like Rumble Studios, like the games they make they aren't like good for like playing, but they definitely are wildly successful. So they have a pretty good formula for making good games. And the thing is, if you make a game like every year that makes as much as Mining Simulator 2, you're doing fine. So, yeah. I mean, as much as I'm making fun of them, it's obviously working for them. Even if it is just kind of a boring game to play where it is just kind of AFK unbox, for 3 million eggs and get cool stuff that you never trade and can't do anything with. But yeah. Yeah, no, pretty much any games that are coming out at this point from Rumble Studios are following the same template. Because obviously the template is working, so you might as well monetize it over and over and over again, just with different names, different features for how you grind currency and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a pretty template game, and obviously it's been working, so that's why they are continuing to use the template. The thing about games, it's not about pay to win to finish it. It's about pay to win to be good in the game. Like for to get good stuff in Mining Simulator 2, in Bubblegum Simulator 2, get like the secrets, get like best pets. You don't need it to finish the game, but you do need it to like play the game at like any meaningful level. Like, if you aren't going to play it, there's really not too much purpose of the game. Like, half the content's locked. But yeah. Oh, fixing dupe problems in Roblox, like, that's just a joke at this point. I think with the fact that it's built on the Roblox system, figuring out how to dupe is kind of similar, and you can't really have too many ways to prevent it without, like, I'm sure there are ways. I definitely could think of some myself, but figuring out efficient ways and stuff like that is definitely hard. And not really worth the time if you are that big, because it's only a small portion of the community duping, and having dupes in your game actually helps your popularity. Like, MM2, for example, has like 99.9% of its economy at this point duped, I think. I think that's safe to say. Definitely somewhere above 90% of its economy is duped. But like having that many dupes actually makes getting items attainable for like anyone. Like with a little bit of effort, you still need to like get started. But once you get started, you can go ahead and get into trading. And since everything's duped, you can go ahead and find stuff for pretty cheap. You aren't going to have the hoarding problem that Ghost Similar has, because someone can go ahead, oh, this item's going up in value. Let's go dupe 20 of them and then trade them off for other stuff and drop the value of it. Yeah, having dupes helps the economy in that way. It definitely ruins the economy for some players, but it definitely helps get new players in the game pretty quickly. Yeah. Hypixel, with it being so big, it can spend that much time and money into developing a good anti-cheat. But even if you have like an anti-dupe system, someone's going to find it around just because of how open the Roblox system is. Yeah, I think this laser is just so much different than all the other lasers. Like, it's just so weird. I don't know how to dodge it. But yeah, it's hard to build like an anti-cheat system that's like actually good, I guess, is the problem. But yeah. I think what they were saying about a second Bubblegum Simulator is that Mining Simulator pretty much is exactly like Bubblegum Simulator. Like, if you look at it side by side, I would say Bubblegum Simulator and Mining Simulator are the same game. Just because they have the same, mass unbox techniques, they have similar simulator type game passes and mechanics and stuff. But yeah. I still hate this attack, guys, by the way. But yeah. Oh, 2 times souls is... The thing is, 2 times souls and 2 times ecto tokens, they have gone from useful to useless to useful to useless to useful quite a few times. And I feel like they're going to make another trip with this remnant souls. Actually, talking about this new remnant souls, I should probably get that 2 times remnant souls thing. Well, it's cheap. But yeah. Yeah, Green Knight is definitely ace. But it may be similar to some other games like that, but yeah. Yeah, I know school Wi-Fi's, I've definitely, been annoyed at school Wi-Fi's for blocking roadblocks, but they need to keep you focused on, like, learning. I think that's a funny thing about school. People in school don't like school and don't understand the purpose of school, but when you get older, you realize the purpose of school, and you're like, oh, I should have paid more attention in school. And it's one of those things, you can't force people to do what's best for them when they don't know what's best for them. It's hard. School is hard like that. You have to. Yeah. It's a catch-22, I guess. I don't know what a catch-22 means, but we're doing that. But yeah, I think with that, we'll go ahead and end the stream. I am planning on doing some other stuff today, so I need to keep it relatively short. I think this was definitely fun going through Wonder Bows, aka Joker's questline. Realizing that Green Knight is definitely ace. And that a few other fun things happen, like doing a tower. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the stream. I think we'll be closing it off now. This was actually, I kind of like the stream. It definitely was nice to have active people chatting. But yeah, I think that's it for my plan for today. I'll probably in a few later this week end up going ahead and doing some more grinding for some towers. Maybe like a 2 to 3 to 4 hour stream, something along that, to get another quest completed. But yeah, at some point I just need to get these towers done with. I'll probably end up doing a lot of them off stream later. But yeah, with that, goodbye, and I will see you guys in a week or so. So, yeah.